have it. WMNF Tampa, WMNF.org. This is your Saturday night shutdown, of course. We got Hard Target in the building.
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
And for those that
what
are
you,
just,
Medea now?
How you doing? How you doing?
For those that are just tuning in, that was Down the Road. Of course.
I likes. It's from the initial time that I heard you and now, I mean, you've matured in terms lyrically, musically. I mean,
everybody in every song I did.
You what again?
I was shooting everybody in every song I did.
Get that mic a little bit closer.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
No, I was shooting everybody up in all my songs back in the day.
Yeah.
With a musket.
Yeah, run around with a muzzle loader.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still partial to Rockstar.
Honestly, like that is to this day my most. I'm so ashamed of that song.
You are?
My BMI account loves it though because it does numbers overseas. But other than that, I hate when people are, I heard Rockstar. I'm like, shake my head down. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean,
it was good for the time.
Yes, sir. It's still good to me. It still pops up on my iPod once in a blue, and
nice.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's a good song. I still like it. So, couple of things that we just talked about and we had talked about on the phone.
Yeah.
You got management.
I have a manager now.
Yeah, and it's somebody that you used to look up to and still kind of do, and now he's a fan of yours.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Who is this person?
Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit.
Really?
Band. Yes.
Yeah.
They just dropped the album Gold Cobra. Go cop that.
Yes, sir.
So yeah. Hit me up back in April. Tweeted me, actually.
Yeah.
I was playing like zombies. Playing a video game. I'm like, it's like 3 a.m, smoke break. Come back in. I'm checking my email, and it's like, @Fred Durst is following you. I'm like, first thing I said to Kensta, I'm like, this has got to be, whoever got this name was lucky. I was like, this is super good to have a @Fred Durst as your Twitter name. And I was like, man, this is awesome for this guy. And as I'm opening, I'm like, I used to follow Fred Durst on Twitter. Open up, it's like 1.5 million followers. My jaw just dropped. Open up my Twitter, and he's like, how about a follow back? And from there forward, like, I've just been politicking, talking to him on the phone, like literally annoying the hell out of him. What's up, man? When am I coming to LA?
Has he given you any golden advice or anything like that?
Yeah, to be honest with you, his best advice was don't stop what I'm doing. Continue to do what I'm doing right now. Like he's known about me. I first spoke with him, back in March 5th. He's got it. We want to get tattoos March 5th. No, March 5th, he hit me up this year, but he's been following my music since last year when I dropped a video, Going Down. It's like this rock/rap song or whatever. But he's known of me since then. But since he's known of me, he's not hit me up because he's thought I've been signed this whole time. And the whole reason was the quote-unquote presentation. Like, he thought, like, the website, the YouTube, the videos, the mixtapes. He just thought I was already signed to something. So one day he went, this is what he told me. He went out on a limb, just tried to contact me, see what was my situation. Basically ran it down to him. I'm like, I do it all myself. I have my brother I work with. He does my videos, and everything else down to the T I do myself. Promotion, graphics, recording. I get production from producers, you know what I mean? Get the blessing from them myself or whatever. I don't produce concept. But for the most part, the reason he didn't hit me up earlier is because he already thought I was signed to something, and he didn't want to have to deal with me or get me out of a contract or whatever you want to call it.
Too much work.
Exactly, yeah. I ain't trying to spend my money on this nappy head.
Oh, speaking of getting signed, it's not that you're signed, but somebody's been knocking on your door.
A couple weeks back, Sony actually approached me. Like, I don't want to put a lot, but they approached me or whatever.
Yeah.
We're not signed to them whatsoever, nothing like that. But they've approached us, and I got Fred talking to them or whatever. Like, there's a lot. We want to view out our other options.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you don't want to go with the first one.
I don't want to sound like that dude either, though. But like at the same time, like I don't want to jump into anything. Like as of right now, with the way the music industry is, like you don't need a major label at all.
No. Sometimes it's better staying indie.
Exactly. Like I don't know if y'all are familiar with Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Mac Miller is by far like the fastest rising star since 2010 to 2012. He's going to be up there with Tech 9 when it comes to making money.
I always point out to Tech 9.
Tech
I just
9,
say, trust me.
independent, and he's selling more than major label artists are right now.
He is.
And even if he doesn't sell a fraction of what they sell, imagine 100% of an album sale.
Yeah.
And you sell 50,000 copies.
That's 50 grand in your pocket, pretty much.
It's about 500 grand,
Yeah.
500 grand. That's
true.
If you're
Right.
going at $10 a CD, you know what I mean? But like, it's just, at this point, I've gotten myself to the point to where I could sell CDs, I could sell merch, I could get booked for shows. There's no reason for me to jump into a major label's arms.
Exactly.
Like pampered and stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
No, you hold the power right now.
exactly. And I don't want to have to jump in there and have to do another rock star either, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we need a radio single. Like, that's my biggest fear, is to be conformed to something I have to be to get on the radio.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to continue to make my country bumpkin music, my rock music.
You gotta do you. Gotta
Be
do
yourself. Yeah.
And that's what your fans have appreciated, and that's why they follow you.
Yeah, man.
You know, I mean, I see your Facebook posts, you know, and I mean, they're constant. It's not like every other week. It's like daily, sometimes a couple of times a day. So definitely, you're doing the right thing.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
So what's the name of the next track you want to get into?
The next joint's No Sunshine. We're actually going to be shooting a video for it this upcoming week. Got a nice little idea for it or whatever, but the video should be out in the next like month or so.
And what's the story behind this one?
No Sunshine, honestly, this was my attempt to recreate Down the Road. Down the Road is over about a year and a half old, and I've said earlier, it's done so much for me. I'm trying to have that second Down the Road, quote unquote. And it wasn't so much that I was trying to remake it, but it was like on the same tip, just basically like struggling what I'm going through, trying to be a rapper. And like there's so many ups and downs, basically like there's never no sunshine type of deal.
Yeah, man.
Each one behind the music.
And we could talk about this when we come back, but it seems like you got a major up in your life, you know.
Trying.
So of course, man. I know you're just like, yo, man, I gotta do this, but I gotta get to something else. And I don't know if you want to talk about it, but I mean,
no, you're good about it.
All right, man. So let's get into this now.
Yes,
Introduce it, and then
Hard Target, No Sunshine, produced by Telling Me Beats.
definitely 813-239-9663. This is your Saturday Night Shutdown. Hard Target in the building. Let's get it, y'all.
Yeah. No sunshine. Now everything I know has been told in the perfect of rhymes. If you hungry, you gotta eat, you gotta work to survive. But if the truth is underground and at the surface it lies, you're thinking that purpose isn't worth it to try. My hopes gone, it ain't in reach. Introduce me to the finish. Well, I'm just trying to make ends meet. A never-ending cycle stuck in place on a 10-speed, praying for an ounce of energy, but I'm empty, beating on the ground. You don't hear sound, that's why I get high. Somewhere near the clouds. The more they push me down, then the harder I go. I said my real life's calling, but I got her on hold. She even left me a couple texts telling me to call her back. There's too much on my shoulders, now it's falling in my lap. They teach you by their actions, they ain't taught them to react. Too late to leave debating, now you're caught up in the trap with the medicine and healthcare. My thoughts are elsewhere, food stamps and welfare. My problems are still here. Light comes in, you want it to stay, but then it all goes black and it suddenly changes. In the drop of a dime.
Hey, let's do it. Talking to the wrong guy.
Bird phone.
Bird phone.
Well, we still got a Hard Target in the studio.
Yes, sure.
How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
Got Gangsta Lopez. Being quiet over there, but it's understood.
He's throwing birds at pigs.
I know.
Of course. Of course, man.
All right, so
last track we got into was
No Sunshine. That was off my latest CD, Karma. Go download that. It's free.
yeah, your page is hardtargetmusic.com. Got the Twitter, got the Facebook, got 2 Facebook pages, got a YouTube page.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing all the links are up on hardtargetmusic.com.
Yeah, you just go to hardtargetmusic.com. You can find all the other links there.
And the work, the graphic work.
Yeah, still do the graphics.
Yeah. I've had some decent covers from that guy.
It's fab. Nah, I've taken money from Ritz before.
Yeah, he has. He has.
But for good work.
I like to support my long-haired brethren.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You know?
White Christmas.
man, it's great.
And a cover with a dude wearing jabos in 2010, but we won't even.
Jabos. I haven't heard that in a while.
Oh, Lord. So what's this last song we're going to get into?
The last song is Apple Don't Fall, produced by Adamak. It's also featured on the same CD, Karma. Download it at hardtargetmusic.com. It's, I want to give you a behind the music. It's about when I wake up in the morning. No, it's a good song. super good.
Yeah, definitely, man. But I want to say too, man. Like I was telling Journey Love is in the building. Dr. Love, I should say.
No.
Shout out to Dr. Skeets is in the building too. Yeah, y'all figure out. Y'all see what that is all about later on. Yeah, that
I
was a
should have
while.
brought some yin yang twins in this. Skeets.
Basically. But like I was saying, man, like when it comes to your performance, you definitely stand out. You command the crowd. You know, it's just like I'm a very hard critic of everybody pretty much. If I don't like you, I just don't even pay attention. But whenever you're in the building, when you perform, you wake everybody up.
I try to. I wake up my damn self, to be honest with you.
Yo,
I'm half
telling you.
asleep right now.
But you got good reason, because like I was saying before, you got a lot more at stake right now. So,
Yeah.
You know,
this isn't just riding on
it's
a
not
kid's
just on
dream
you anymore.
I got a family now, you know what I mean?
yeah, man. So definitely growth from.
Yeah, but the performing though, that definitely going out to the movement, the cipher, and getting like totally like overshined by everyone, performing every week and stuff.
Motivated,
yeah. Just like, all right, I'm gonna stand out one of these days.
And you
so I
definitely
just started
do.
screaming at the top of my lungs.
You definitely do.
Pay attention to me.
And it's not one of those distorted, like, what the hell is he doing on stage type things. It's just like, wow, everybody stop what you're doing.
Because he's about to ruin
exactly
image and the style
that you're used to.
Thank you.
There you go. So, oh my gosh, man. So, with that said, of course, let's get into your next track. And before anything, because I know you got to go back and tend to the family.
Yeah.
Give your shout outs, the way we could reach you, get to your music.
All right,
If you want whatever you got to do.
If you want to find my music, you like the music they played up here, just go to hardtargetmusic.com and you can find all my other stuff, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that there. Shout outs to my family and Gemstar, Kenny Lopez, Marpo, Adil Omar, and everyone else could choke. Yeah.
And your fans?
No, and shout out to Ritz's old hair, man. Like,
And the little kid that's rocking it now.
For real. R.I.P., man. We were going to drop the mixtape Can't Be Faded, but he went and ruined it for everybody.
That's because I waited like 3 damn years for 16 tracks.
I apologize. I had a baby.
Hey, he just had to fade it.
I had to get my wig checked. Apologize. No, Apple Don't Fall. It's an awesome song.
Of course. So, of course, call us up, 813-239-9663. Log on to WMNF.org is the website. Saturday Night is the first name. Shutdown's the last name for the Facebook.
Actually, they can go to SaturdayNightShutdown.com.
There you go, SaturdayNightShutdown.com.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And we have our medical minute coming up shortly with Dr. Love, Journey Love.
And this one will be just as interesting as the last one.
Yeah, even
For
more
those-
interesting. More interesting.
Yeah, for those that caught the last one. So,
Yeah.
Apple, don't fall. Here we go, people.
Everyone has that moment. At some point you gotta say, I can't live like this no more. Do something else.
Now from a distance, you can see the passion in my eyes when they mention anything I've ever done I never could envision. My thoughts become vindictive, I'm caught up in the minutes, so I'm sorry if you miss me. Hey yo, a lesson's known but message wrong, so we will never be a we. I'm stressing, slow and extra froze, cause I don't wanna see you leave. We're stuck inside a box, I guess it's time to pry the lock. I'll exit when the time is stopped, until then I'll just find my spot.